Well, Erik Ten Hag, United Players Battle. It's really huge. It's really going on hard at the club of Manchester United. And trust me, yes, he's really going through a very bad time. And stories have gone ahead to be leaked today. And they've gone ahead to be really reflected to what happened at Man United sometimes back as Nemanja Matic comes in through with a big bang. And smash the like button, comment and share. If you're already watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. And Rock and David is my name. We are here to discuss this kind of story. And we thank God for the gift of life. May the living to God bless you abundantly. And let's take it on. The Muslims, Barak Lau Fikum. Now, we start it off with a story coming in from Sky Sports, and it's Sky Kavi coming in through, and he said Erik Ten Hag has lost 50% of the dressing room with his refusal to act on concerns voiced by Man United players and the continued exile of Jadon Sancho cited as factors. Quite few players are unhappy with the style of play. They also feel that they are training too hard and they are running too much during training. The players don't know what they are running for. Even the discomment has gone ahead and really said Erik Ten Hag is facing a dressing room revolt at United, with several members of the squad said to be disillusioned. Man United sources have indicated several players are unhappy with their current plight, with Erik Ten Hag now facing a major battle to keep the majority of his squad on his side. Now, I'm going to start off my explanation with something different altogether. One. Why is it that when Man United has been winning games, because out of the last 6 games, United has gone ahead to win 5. Why is it that after losing to Newcastle, such stories come up? Tell me, why is it that these stories come up each and every time United loses, and every time United doesn't lose, these stories don't come up? It really comes up to my knowledge that a lot of things are really doctored, and there are people that obviously prepare their articles, and they're like ready to obviously shoot at Erik Ten Hag. That is the problem. And this is no longer news to me. And if at all you're a fan of Man United and you think that Erik Ten Hag is the problem at the club of Man United, you are yet to understand that he is not. If at all you think he's the problem, then you really get to know that these people are really liars. Now, how can someone say that 50% of the squad has gone ahead to turn around Erik Ten Hag? Now, Erik Ten Hag has so far brought in the following people: Onana, Casemiro, Eriksson, Lisandro Martinez, Tyrell Malacia, Rasmus Højlund, Anthony, Amrabat. Who else? Because he first brought in 5. When he came in through, he brought in Malacia, Lisandro Martinez, Eriksson, Casemiro, and Anthony. He added on Rasmus Højlund, Andre Onana, Mason Mount, and Amrabat. Rasmus Højlund. So far, he has brought in 11 players. Now, if you know the squad of Man United, the squad of United is having 30 players. Now, those are 11 players that Erik Ten Hag has gone ahead to bring in. Now, how many players did he start in the game of Newcastle that he never bought? Bissaka, Dalot, Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw, Kobe Menu. I'm not going to count Kobe Menu because he has been just promoted by Erik Ten Hag. Bruno Fernandes, those are 6. So add those 6 to and Rashford to the 11. That is 18. Now, add on Kobe Menu, Garnacho, Hannibal, Pelestri, all those players that Erik Ten Hag is really playing in are close to 22 players. Now, where is the 50% these people are talking about? And what comes to their mind and what makes them think that they're obviously going to come in through and obviously win this. You know, all I want to understand is the uncertainty at Man United is starting from the top. With this extension of the takeover every time, we expected that today on Monday, the new 25% ownership stake of Sir Jim Ratcliffe was going to be activated. It has not been activated. It has gone off. It has gone off. You know, they've postponed it to next week. All those uncertainties make Erik ten Hag's job hard, because the players will be asking themselves, what's wrong? What's not happening? You know, those are things that we don't give a lot of attention to detail to, and people come out and really believe that we are really not liking this club. We like the club, but a lot of uncertainties at the club of Man United. And when you hear such stories coming through, it shows you that there are regular players at the club of Man United who, when the ex-legends of Man United, the ex-players of Man United, Paul Scholes, and Roy Keane, Gary Neville, come out and really shoot at those people feel engraved. You know, they feel like they shouldn't be talked about. That's why they'll throw these stories to the media. But even if they are leaks, they are facts that you're going to hate to see onto that pitch. That players like Marcus Rashford are not running enough. That's seen. And that's why in my match preview, I've not given him a go to start. I've not at all given him a go to start into my team. So, United players, some, and by the way, there are few players. And what is really disturbing Erik ten Hag is simple. He doesn't have the spine of his team. I told you the spine of Erik ten Hag for the entirety of last season was Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez, and fans went ahead to vote for, what's the name of the guy? For Rashford, you know? And I wonder why even the players of Man United went ahead to vote for Marcus Rashford, because of the 30 goals, you know? The problem, the spine of Man United is Lisandro Martinez and Casemiro. And trust me, the moment you see those two players return in that team, it's obviously going to be good. And I made that statement like 2 days ago, and it never surprised me that today I got a story. We got a story that Erik ten Hag is missing Casemiro and Lisandro Martinez in the dressing room and on the pitch, because they are some of the two leaders that really gave direction to these players and obviously gave him the fighting spirit and the fighting that they wanted. So that is what we are missing. You know, those are the players that really led by example on the field of play, you know, and they're really very pivotal into that team. That's why you see to it that we are really performing like that. So to me, I really understand that the board has not gone ahead to give the manager what he wants, and every time the manager tries to obviously call in for the sacking of these players, the board has gone ahead to obviously not to give him a go. For example, Nemanja Matic has today gone ahead to put out a story that we all have gone ahead to really understand and really not get surprised, because we knew this was happening, and the Paul Pogbas were the reasons why managers like Jose Mourinho were really sacked. And he told us that at Man United, players acted professionally. At Chelsea, players acted professionally. They were punctual and were never late for training. But at Man United, it happened almost every day. Among the players who would always be late were Paul Pogba and Jadon Sancho and a couple of others. The rest of us, who were always on time, were angry. So we decided to form a kind of internal disciplinary committee with me serving as its president. I put a sheet of paper up on the wall where I documented the names of individuals arriving late. During one particular season, we collected around £75,000 in fines. So you hear that. So it's really one of those problems that was hinted on that resulted into Erik ten Hag not really giving Sancho green light to his team because of being late. Now, when you hear everything that is being talked about here, you have to understand one thing, that Jadon Sancho was a problem in the previous managers say or era, and he has been spotted here by Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag told Paul Bill Pogba, I don't want you here. So if we are to cleanse out this team and really get in other players, we should go by what Ralf Rangnick said, that we need what we call an open heart surgery at the club of Manchester United, and that open heart surgery should start at the top. New CEO, new sporting director, then the bottom will obviously be on point and it will really get us results. But if we continue having the same people at the top, then even Erik ten Hag's job is going to be hard, and he might find himself sacked at the club of Manchester United because he's really working under abnormal situations and circumstances that we shouldn't obviously give a go. So there is a little bit of a clique, at Man United that believe they might be better than the manager. But I think for any club, they should take their manager as the best option. Now, David McDonald, correspondent of Money for the Daily Mirror, said, despite being banished to training in the academy facility, Jadon Sancho is said to have maintained his fitness and his training like a beast, according to one source, with several of his teammates wanting to see him reintegrated back into Erik ten Hag's squad. Now, this is really great, and no one is going to integrate him in the squad unless he takes an apology, and Erik ten Hag has gone ahead to keep his stance, and his stance is really moving on. But when we play Chelsea and we win, you're not going to see any story that is really negative. Why is it that every time we lose, negative stories come up? It shows you that it's the media doing its job, and they want to obviously get clicks. That is it, because they know there is a clique of United fans who really believe that Erik ten Hag is not the right man for the job, and they've on several occasions gone ahead obviously give him a very worrying test. But Erik ten Hag, in the press conference today, he's going to come out and obviously address all these rumors, and trust me, he's obviously going to really keep his stance. Your reactions to Ten Hag United battle players are welcome in the comment section below. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokan David remains my name. I'm out.